Educatio. Classical education is education in the great tradition.
Great tradition, education.
The study of the best ideas humanity has uncovered.
Discovered, cultivated, and passed down.
A human education.
In and of the humanities.
For every human seeking to be cultivated.
To grow as a human.
To learn how to do all the things humans do best.
To use words with mastery.
Read, interpret.
Reason, argue, persuade.
Synthesize, clarify.
Condense, summarize.
Amplify, integrate, apply.
To use number with clarity.
Creativity and precision.
To weigh, ponder, quantify, measure.
Analyze, hypothesize, predict.
We are liberated by a liberal arts
that make humans into makers.
Into liberal, liberated artists.
Set free to be the fullest version of ourselves.
The transmission of a tradition, ever new and ever fresh.
The best of humanity handed down.
Archive of wisdom gathered by our ancestors.
From Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle.
From Herodotus, Thucydides, and Gibbon.
From Euclid, Archimedes, and Descartes.
From Ptolemy, Copernicus, and Kepler.
From Clement, Basil, Augustine, and King.
From Boethius, Benedict, and Alcuin.
From Hugh of St. Victor, Anselm, and Aquinas.
From Homer, Virgil, Dante, Milton.
From Shakespeare and Du Bois.
From Locke, Mill, and Hobbes.
From Lucretius, Bacon, and Newton.
From Franklin, Madison, Wheatley, Douglas, and Lincoln.
From Sappho, Christine de Pizan, and Cooper.
Dead men and women, still alive.
Still alive.
Alive in thought, living in us.
Our brothers and sisters, our siblings of the true, good, and beautiful.
Good and beautiful.
Good and beautiful.
Witnesses of wonder.
Muse is no longer mute.
But singing of the man, of the woman, of the child.
Singers of this old songs always becoming new.
From north, south, east, and west.
From the crossroads of the Mediterranean lands.
From Europe, Africa, and Asia Minor.
Athens and Rome, Alexandria and Carthage.
Ethiopia, Caesarea and Cappadocia.
In Seville and Paris.
London and Oxford. Boston and Philadelphia.
Global, growing, extending, renewing.
A museum of wonder, cathedral of learning.
Forest of curiosity.
A garden growing, a long and laden table.
A long and laden table.
Where we all gather in conversation.
A great
continuing conversation.
Breaking bread with the dead.
Remembering them, chewing on their words.
It is Basil as a bee, making honey of Greek stories and poems.
Augustine refining the gold of the Romans.
Moses in the palace school of Pharaoh's court.
Daniel in the schools of Babylon, eating his vegetables and growing strong.
It is Virgil reading Homer and Dante reading Virgil.
And Milton reading them all.
It is Aquinas in his cell, poring over the fathers.
Blending them with Aristotle, whom he called simply the philosopher.
It is the woman at the well.
Fotini, drinking Christ's waters and saying,
"Come see a man who told me all the things I ever did."
It is the founders of America doing something new.
By returning to what once was rethinking the democracy of Greece.
And the Republic of Rome.
It is Frederick Douglass reading Epictetus.
Slave reading freed slave.
Becoming free in mind and then in body.
Du Bois reading Shakespeare.
Who welcomed him without flinching.
It is the democracy of the dead.
The transmission of the soul of society from one generation to another.
From one generation to another.
From one generation to another.
All over the world.
Seeking wisdom, seeking virtue.
Seeking to live well.
As well as making a living.
Not the dead tradition of the living.
But the living tradition of the dead.
The best humans have known passed down.
Passed down.
Passed down.
It was the best for the few and the best for all.
This is classical,
liberal arts,
education.
The great tradition.
The great tradition.
The great tradition.
This is human education.
Human education.
This is being.
This is being.
This is being human.
This is education.